Welcome to the You Are Here podcast, episode, 114?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I didn't even know, but I thought of it because I'm here.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
Oh.
That's what I want to say. Welcome
Hey.
home. Find a podcast on Apple Podcasts, YouTube with the video, Spotify, Anchor.fm, www.youhearpodcast.co. We cannot afford the M. Right now, we're drinking the worst coffee Dave brought me, but I appreciate you for bringing me this. But every time I taste this, I want to throw up.
This is the thing.
And that's what I'm going to say.
I wanted to give you a gift. I knew you're probably tired laying on the couch. I knew you're probably rested. And I was like, let me get us hyped up. But we didn't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
So I ran to the quick coffee shop on the corner.
Yeah.
And we both know it's the worst one.
And we know every time we go, it's terrible.
But for some reason, I'm like, this time.
It's not, hey, I was about to say it's quick. It's not even quick. A coffee takes 5 to 10 minutes.
It's quick in vicinity to where we're at.
Yeah. And that's,
But there's no other coffee shop.
and it makes me mad every time. But you know what's not bad? Formosa hot sauce. Formosa hot sauce is made in California. Family run, family recipe. If you like taste, if you like flavor, if you just want to, you can spice anything up. This isn't, you don't got to throw it on tacos. You can throw it on anything. Your eggs. I love throwing it on eggs in the morning,
man. That's
on a
my go-to.
sandwich. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
goodness, man.
Yeah.
Formosa hot sauces, man. FormosaSauces.com.
Go check it out.
Boom.
Get yourself a little sauce.
Dave, I'm going to throw it to you.
Hey, well, welcome home. Like Mikey said, that's a beautiful way to welcome in everybody who's listening. If you're listening, we love you very much. Please click like and subscribe to this video because we're trying to get to that 100 mark. We've got like 2 days left, and or else we don't make our thing. And then, then we're deleting all the episodes. No, I'm just kidding, man. We won't do that to you guys. We're gonna stay here, and it doesn't matter the numbers. We would like them very much.
Goals.
If you you want to throw some love,
Yeah.
we will receive it gladly. Today, we have a special guest, man.
Yes.
Special guest.
I'm excited.
You know, the internet's a funny thing.
It is, man.
It's a funny thing.
I was thinking that today.
Sometimes it's like, I hate this thing. I don't need that.
Yep.
I don't want that. Get it away from me. I don't understand it. I just feel like I'm comparing myself all the time. I feel less than. I don't enjoy this thing anymore. Sometimes I take a break. But sometimes, man, if it happens very rarely, sometimes I have real great conversations on here.
Yeah.
I make real relationships with people.
And that's kind of why we keep it.
Yeah. And one of these relationships I have is my man right here who's on the show today, Connor Hough.
Let's
ladies
go!
and gentlemen. Welcome to the show, baby. Welcome to the show. How you doing, bro?
Oh, I'm like euphoric, like I'm floating.
Yes.
And it feels great.
Come on.
It's like I just got off work like a half an hour ago and I get to be on a podcast. It's just like it's really cool. It's just a real cool
Back to
thing.
work,
So,
baby.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Got it, man.
Absolutely. Is this your first podcast, man?
Yeah, definitely.
Come on.
There we go.
We got you for the first
Connor.
one, dude.
In here.
Mark that in the
And we
books.
are here.
We're collecting bodies, dude, on first podcasts. We got a whole room of bodies, dude.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, man.
It's a bad term for it, but
I like it. I think it's good.
It's
violent because
violent.
we're like, serious.
we'll take our job
serious
very
about
serious,
this.
man.
It's all serious.
But for real, man, I'm excited.
I need a soundboard, dude. We should have.
Yeah, we should have had a wham, 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 or
Should have had the Godfather music going. While saying that. Soon.
Connor, dude, I'm just really glad to have you on the show because it's been a really spiritually awakening kind of week for me, dude, and I've been talking to Mikey about it a lot. But this episode, like, is a bit of a bookmark in this chapter of this podcast.
Yeah, man.
We're really going in a really different direction here. And I think it's not very different. We're having these honest conversations, open conversation, but we're composed with it, man. I want to make sure I always give all of myself to this moment. And sometimes it's hard to do that every week, bro. But with you, man, every time I talk to you, it seems like we drop into the present moment every single time. You were very kind enough to me to reach out one day through Instagram, and we had a conversation. And yeah, bro, I just thought you were just like a really kind soul, man, and just super respectful, very humble dude. And yeah, bro, that's why I want to just talk to you more. I want to get to know you more. I got so many questions for you, bro. For real.
Yeah.
And you're from Philly, man, right? Is that where you're born and raised?
Yeah, I mean I'm like outside of Philly.
Okay.
But Philly's my market.
Yeah. And you kind of ran with the Philly Playhouse crowd for a minute there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, ran with the Playhouse people. Like I knew some mutual people that you knew, like Carrie Brennan and Amanda Lindsay.
Oh, shout out.
Yeah, a lot of good people there.
Hey, and you and Amanda could like kick flip the fuck out of a board.
Yeah, man. I love the little videos you make.
I'm trying to build a crew.
You guys got a little squad, man. I was never good at it, dude. I I could do the ramp thing. I could do the ollie thing. But as soon as we were like jumping off a 3-set or whatever and trying to flip off boards and shit and land back on, I couldn't do that.
My friends would bomb hills and just break legs. You know, that was their crew. You know what I mean?
Why, as boys, dude, are we so silly, man? Like with our bodies.
I don't know. Maybe watching a lot of Jackass growing up, like that kind of it like permeates through you, and you're like, oh, I got to do something wild, but I don't know.
Yeah,
we're just having like throwing ourselves off things.
That's a good point, man.
I don't know. That's my first instinct with that. But
yeah. What's like the craziest thing like physically you've done like
with my body?
Yeah, just like something stupid where you did it. You're like, what are you doing?
That's a good question.
Like, what are you doing?
I jumped on a car that was moving in a parking lot. And then my buddies like try to whip me off of it. I could have died. And then like I flew off the thing, hit a curb, and like my wrist was like a baseball, like on the outside of it. Oh my god! It looked like Sean Paul's hand, dude. When it had that whole like the whole lump on it, you know. That was probably one of the craziest. What about you guys?
I remember, man. I remember there's this big. We used to climb trees. All right. I don't know why.
Like big pine trees?
In the woods. Town was Ringwood. Yeah. We're in the woods. You know, that was my childhood. We're in the woods. We're climbing shit. And that's just how it was. And like, there's this huge tree that was on this road that I was living at. And we just like went to the top. Like, you know, a tree's so perfect. You could just like walk up it. Probably not, but I don't know. But I don't know why we thought to just jump off the middle of it, man. And it's obviously, dude, how many of you just tried to do like parkour? And we're like, yo, we can jump off shit and roll. And
I never did
we were like, dude, parkour, jump off and roll off, you know, and we're fine.
You tried a somersault on the bottom? Oh my God.
And like, I didn't, thankfully I didn't get hurt.
Did you just crunch up and like you lost your breath and everything?
Yeah. And you're just like, we're sitting there like, oh no.
Dude.
That's the dumbest.
What about you, bro? What's the craziest shit you do with your body, man?
I mean, as a kid, we like to build jumps with like bikes and just fly off them, but not to land it. Like you would just be jumping. Like I don't know why. Like why wouldn't you want to land it? But we're just like crashing. Like it just was fun. I don't know, showing off to
you're
people,
like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's build this ramp over these bushes.
Let's build the ramp into the fence, dude.
Let's do something that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Straight into the wall.
Like farm.
Like you're a bitch if you don't do it. You know?
And you all have to do it once.
Do you remember that? Yo, you got to do it once, dude. I remember that, bro.
Yeah. Oh.
Why is that, dude? We it's like we had to prove ourselves to each other that we weren't afraid of like injury.
Yeah. Dude.
Why?
I think that's something really important in life.
Yes,
it's like that feeling of like the group kind of like in high school and middle school and stuff. There's always like the cliques and everything. Yeah. I guess we can go through like, I wanted to actually ask this about you, Connor.
Can I do something real quick?
Yeah.
Just hold on to it.
Okay.
Real quick.
Okay.
I just want to introduce you to people who are listening that may not know who Connor is. Connor Hough. Connor, actor. Extraordinaire, dude. Actor. Yes. You go look up his stuff on Instagram right now. He's got monologues galore. You go see the talent. Yeah, but continue. I just want to give people a shout out what Connor's doing.
Yeah, Connor acts.
Connor's an actor.
We bring people on here that act.
Yeah. I mean, other art forms, you know, music, all kinds of shit, painting. Yeah. We may have a fucking. We might have. I'm trying to think of another art. Wait. We might have
Lil Wayne
finger painting.
What?
Fucking guitarist, dude. I don't know.
Finger painting guitarist.
I just want people that express themselves through something, through some kind of art. You know?
Expression.
And I just want to talk to everybody.
I like that, man. It's up to
Art's
subjective. Art is beautiful, man.
But
it could be anything.
If you want to see some good monologues, dude, go on Connor's Instagram right now, bro. Check him out.
Connor kills it.
Sketch comedy too.
And sketch comedy.
Okay, and sketch comedy. My bad. Hey, Connor, my bad.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, dude.
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. Me and my friend, we have a channel, MC Stammer, that we found.
There we go.
Go check that out real quick.
MC Stammer.
Pause this video. Check it out.
Boom. This is one thing I wanted to ask with you, and like the sense of like kind of finding your clique or your kind of group or just your homies that you know that you feel like you belong in like a group, right? So like it's really important for growing up and stuff. And I think with skating I always looked at as like I never like skated and like I never had that camaraderie between like I feel like camaraderie between skaters is like huge.
Oh, it's
right. It's like very like if you're a skater and like you see another one, like y'all can just rip around. And
bro, I was always that dude on the outs that was like trying to get in, you know. The The dude that would like run to 7-Eleven and grab everyone like at the drinks and then like run back. That kid.
Yeah. Connor, I guess I just wanted to ask you, like, because I know that's a very big thing in the culture of skating. Like, have you felt that? And like, do you have any, like, I don't know, when you first like had a moment where you felt that?
Yeah, well, I mean, because I was a basketball guy before skating.
Oh,
that's kind of where I identified.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, because basketball, I've been playing since 9 years old, played in high school and college, and I had a tough time when I was younger. Like I was very insecure not doing stuff, so I just hung around the basketball with my teammates, and like I didn't know how to be myself. But I think the skating thing is awesome, and it's kind of surpassed basketball for me because like there's no competition.
Yeah.
Or it's not like basketball, you instantly see a team like you're going down, like I'm taking you to you versus me.
Yeah, man.
But skating, it's like, oh, let's see like what kind of like ollie, or like I do like these old school finger flips and stuff.
Yeah,
You can just do it your own way, and there's no like there's not really comparison.
Little Rodney Mullen maybe compare. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Pioneered everything. Gosh.
I know my shit, dog.
Damn.
I know my shit.
Rodney.
Connor, I want to talk about what you just said because you come from basketball, man. That's a competitive play. I do the same. I feel the same. I think that where I struggled most with acting was in the beginning of my training. It still felt competitive. I still very much was like, it's me or him. It's me or him.
Yeah.
It's me or him. And it held me back. This is my opinion. But with basketball, dude, like there's posturing involved. I remember I used to walk the half court line, the layup lines and everything before the game.
I love
Yeah. So you come out, you're warming up, you're doing your layup lines and shit, and the other team's on the other side of the court, and they're you're either in their spot or they're in yours.
Oh.
But bro, I would be like fucking walking the half court line like a killer, man.
Yeah. Before three days before a game, you couldn't talk to me because it was like the end all be all. And
wow.
And it's funny because you might remember in layup lines, you used to get a technical for dunking, so you couldn't dunk in a layup line. And so we'd be flying up there, dropping them in the rim, just like ready to go, like ready to rock, jumping out of the building.
You know what's funny, man? Like, why do you think that is, bro? Why do you think? Because I have an opinion on it, but I want to know your opinion. What do you think it is that like we posture when we're going to quote unquote war with each other like that?
Well, I think part of it's like you have fans, and you're thinking about how am I going to be seen and stuff, and I guess it's always a little ego coming in there because when you made the team or you're in a certain role and you're just ready to show what you got. It's weird because like you mentioned with the competitiveness, I almost felt that way. It almost was like a good thing in terms of the team aspect, which I think benefited me because I remember talking with another actor and they were talking about not having a lead role and like not being feeling like a contributor.
Right.
But that's where basketball helped me because it's like it doesn't matter what you do. Like some nights you're not gonna get 20 points. You got to get 6 rebounds, maybe get scrappy a little bit, get 3 fouls.
Yeah.
And that's like that team of always contributing to something bigger than yourself. Like that helped me to not get my ego in the way of like, oh, I'm not a lead star yet. I'm not doing this and that. Yeah. Like I'm helping out this team and this vision, what's going on. So
yeah,
it was like a positive thing. But
I don't know. I feel like when I say it hindered me in the beginning, I think what I'm trying to say is like with basketball, I always felt like I had to intimidate, or I couldn't show fear. I couldn't be vulnerable. It was just like, I'm great. If I fuck up, fuck you if you see me fuck up. You know what I mean? Like I'll kill you. And that was just like the mentality. So it was hard to be vulnerable, and I'd get really sad sometimes, or I'd be very like emotional if we lost or something, then I couldn't show it. And so I think when I got into acting, I was about 20 years old, and every audition felt like that. It felt like a game. It felt like game day, and I was just like, it's a lot of pressure, to be. I got to be the best in the room, man. I got to be whatever the fuck they need me to be. I got to be the best one. And it's not me being me, dude. It's not me being, sharing, expressing myself, not seeing like being empathetic with the other people in the room, or just being empathetic with the casting directors, whatever. Being myself, dude. Couldn't have been farther from my fucking self. I don't think I was meant to be an athlete, bro. I think I just kind of fell into it. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think that it's funny to me because it serves you in certain situations. Like when I train, when I'm boxing, like this morning. I'll give you an example, dude. This morning, this dude comes in, and the second he gets in there, already my mind is moving in a place where it doesn't move. Like with you right now, I'm not like, man, fucking, I'm not sizing you up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna outwork you on this podcast.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's not that. But for some reason, when it comes to like a sport, it's just my brain moves differently, and there's so much more ego involved, and so much of like a you or me thing. You know what I mean? I'm watching him like kick a bag with no shoes on. I'm like, put your fucking shoes. You know what I mean? Like in my mind, I'm like already throwing these insults out in my mind, and I'm like, don't look at me, dude, because I'm crazy, but it doesn't serve me. You know what I mean? It doesn't serve me. I don't feel good about that.
Yeah, that's just like you protecting yourself
100%
from something that's not even real.
Yeah,
basically,
it's not
this
real.
Is something
it's
I really
it up.
I think I kind of learned this kind of the hard way, and like I used to play soccer, right?
Dude, I love people too.
Yeah,
I don't know why I do that.
Like you want, like we all want so much more people, but once we see someone that's like maybe in a similar to us, we're like, I'm getting replaced. It's like, no, dude, it's just he's kicking the bag. And you're gonna kick the bag too, man.
I don't even kick the bag.
You're doing it wrong, bro. You guys are doing it wrong. But I think like growing up, I learned like when you really have like a team or like people that want to fucking win, or like in acting, like if you have a crew that all wants the same shit, they want to make a beautiful fucking production.
Yeah.
Like this is the same exact thing. Yeah. Like a really like passionate team and a really passionate crew.
Yeah.
And like at the end of the day, like the people that really want to fucking get it done are the ones that they don't care about, their own skill level, where they're at, or that I'm not the lead, like they're the lead on the side, whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone accepts that they have a role.
Yeah.
And they fucking are all going to work together to do something.
Right.
Right. And I think that's a lot of the time. Like I remember in high school and stuff was like when I was still trying out and shit, and I'm on freshman and I'm trying to get I'm trying to get the varsity, right?
Trying to climb the ladder.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm on JV. I'm like, dude, fuck, like I'm not good. I feel like I'm worse, like of a person. Yeah. But you just gotta accept maybe you're not as good right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like it's a big thing too is like to accept where you're at.
Well, you know what too, bro?
In skill level or whatever.
But I also like there was a way, you knew a way, like I got to run 5 miles a day now because I'm gassing out in the middle of games. Or my coach didn't tell me I got to go lift more.
Yeah.
Because I'm weak as fuck. Yeah. Or you knew there was a way to like try to get better.
Yeah.
When it comes to, I hate when I say when it comes to, but with art, they say go to school.
Yeah.
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 And it's like, yeah, for sure. I'll go to school and then I'll get better.
Yeah.
I've been to fucking 7 schools, I feel like, throughout my time. One of them, I think it was a miracle, for real. I think it was a miracle. I think it was, like someone up there was looking out for me and said, I'm going to drop you into this place where it's the only place you're going to find what you need. And you're going to learn how to do a thing.
And flourish.
And get better. And flourish and become yourself.
Yeah.
Thank God. But if I didn't find that, there was no direct path. You can read a million articles. You can watch trillions of videos. You can do it until you pass out and you're 80 years old. It's so hard to really like have a way of getting better at this thing in an efficient amount of time. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I was thinking about this with basketball. It's so different, and this is why like art is so amazing because like there's like 1,000 ways to practice it. Whereas like basketball, I just run and then I run till I collapse and I'm in better shape. But like if you just cry all day and like that's you got to take care of yourself. Like or in terms of that emotional preparation. Like there's so many different ways of practicing acting, practicing art, and studying things. Where I think it's just I don't know. It takes the stress off in a way. It takes like the pressure off.
Right.
Like, oh, like I'm still doing something. I'm still working towards what I want. I still have like a passion here.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't like do like, like 80 Spoon Rivers, this last week, does that mean like I'm nothing?
Does that mean you're not good, man? Does that mean you're not
nothing?
Yeah.
Or like you're just, you don't have the chops or whatever it could be.
Yeah, man. It's a fucking weird thing, man. It's a weird thing. We were taught, in the class, the way it was set up for us in Playhouse, it was, you have to rehearse every single day. It was we kept being like, they would tell us like, you have to be an Olympian. You have to train like an Olympian. And then when we finished, they were like, okay, your job now is to put it away. Put it all away. Do not act. Leave it alone. Take 2 months off. Do not touch. And by that time, you're like, I gotta read this thing and analyze. I gotta fucking work on we gotta rehearse. We gotta make a scene. Let's do a scene night. Let's invite like a crazy person, dude.
Yeah.
And it was effective for learning in that time period, but it also made me feel like when it was over, the reason they told us this was because you need to take in life in order to do art. You need to know what you feel about a thing away from acting.
Yep.
Acting isn't. I don't think it's meant to be like a. I gotta continuously watch Gene Hackman if I want to act.
Yeah.
I don't think that's it at all, man. I think it's like I gotta travel. I gotta take a walk with my wife, dude. I gotta really ask some people some really vulnerable things that I've been thinking about, or just listen to music. I don't know,
work a crappy job.
Work a crappy job, dude.
You're happy. Like you got to get messy with this life, because then you just can bring so much more to it.
Absolutely,
and there's multiple ways to train. Like if I started making my own short films and like sketch comedy, like that's a different way of like in terms of looking at a story and how to tell a narrative. Because like I've been video editing for a while, but then I started to finally like realize like, okay, I want to be like performing. I want to be.
When did you find that out, bro? When did you figure all this out?
So like, okay, so I started editing video. I started editing like NBA mixtapes. I was just making like highlight tapes to music and stuff. But like, and I first realized it when I was in college. I was an RA in the dorms, and so we would have to get there early every 2 weeks early every semester, and we would like put on like little like skits for the freshmen coming in and stuff. And like I got into it and I didn't know and I like when I heard those laughs, it did something. It planted a seed, but I didn't know what that was yet. And no one else was that into it. And I was just like, is something going on? Is this weird? And I think I don't know, reaching someone in that way, it found me. And then it just kind of, I guess it just was bubbling. And then a few years later, I did like improv comedy and stuff. And then, found Playhouse and everything. But getting a laugh. I don't know. Yeah, it was wild.
What is that? What is that, you think? Why is that? Why does that affect us so much?
I think we have like an energy, and I think it's like, I don't know, if you're going through trauma and you can relate to it, it's like a release. Like you release part of your bad side, and you're like, oh man, like that makes me feel good. Yeah. And I can just like let go. I'm not worried about someone's like judging me or something. It's like a release of bad energy and then relating to something. Yeah. Which is awesome. Yeah.
It is awesome, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's a weird thing, man. It's a weird. I remember how backwards it felt the first time. I don't. It started for me with learning. I was like, I'm just so interested in it. Like, who's this Stanislavski guy my teacher's talking about? Why? What's the Moscow Art Theater? Why is there so many? Why was it forbidden? Why was the government's against? Like, I was so involved in the learning of the history of it. I think in the beginning, I was like, this is a beautiful thing. I never thought about it. Never. I had like one experience. I went to one play my entire, adolescence, childhood, all that. It was like an Edgar Allan Poe like field trip to a theater, and they performed like 4 of his short stories on stage. And I remember I was in the theater, dog, and I'm like, my friends are all bugging out. We're in like 8th grade, and like everyone's like, this is fucking crazy. Sodas and shit. And I'm just looking around, and I was like, I felt my heart like swelling, dude. I was like, this is like, I don't know why this is like so magical, dude. This place is like beautiful, and then the lights dim, and people come out and they say words I don't understand, but they're doing things, and I'm just leaning in. Fucking,
you can't get away from it. It's just like it just attracts you. Like there's no pulling away.
Yeah,
I felt that. I just remember that I felt that when I was really young. I was probably like 9 or 10. My dad took me to see Oliver in some theater in New Jersey, and I saw the movie. Like that's one of my favorite movie musicals ever. The 1968 version. It's like it's just this nostalgia and just the music and everything. And I saw the play, and there's a part where Bill Sikes like beats his wife, and I knew that from the movie, and it was so real to me. I remember this. I made my dad and I leave. I made us leave because I didn't want to because obviously they're not going to show it, but you artistically insinuate or you lead the audience to know like what's going on. And I just I knew. That was like a moment when I think, I don't know, I stored it in me somewhere. I remember because like this like storytelling is like it's real when it's like it's visceral and it's there and you can like makes you think and stuff and you're just like it's like wait what I was thinking like if I was in that situation like I would be doing something like that and it was just so I didn't know it kind of festered a little bit and hung inside and then exploded later on. But
it got deeper.
Were you afraid to talk about it early on, or were like you were moved, man? Like would you express that to people? Like, do you remember when you were younger?
As a kid, I had no idea how to express myself. I just was like a thing, just forget about it, and then just do something fun like basketball or something.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. It didn't I don't think it affected me. I had a really great childhood. I was really lucky.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's just some magnetic energy that it just gravitates you towards it.
Yeah. Can you remember like the first story that like did that to you or moved you in some way?
Okay. Oh, so like when I realized what story could do to me was because so I'll like it's a little cliche, you know. You always as a kid you watch a movie in the theater, you walk out. Like I always felt like I was still walking in the world. Like I wasn't trying. I feel like I was just reacting to the world.
Yeah.
I had that going on, but it was pretty. I mean, recent, like 2017 when Manchester by the Sea came out. Because I saw that in theaters by myself. That was the first movie I saw by myself. I never saw a movie by myself. And that was when I started doing sketch comedy, but I saw it and like I realized like you could reach people from like with issues and like you could make them think about themselves. And it was just one of the best moments ever. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, I was speechless. I couldn't even believe it.
You seen that?
No, I don't know.
Please, I'll watch that with you.
Manchester by the Sea.
Casey Affleck.
It's
Kenneth
big
Lonergan
stuff.
wrote it. It's a beautiful film, man. I just watched the Florida Project. Have you ever seen that?
Oh my god!
I want to watch
that. I've seen it like 6 times.
It's about the kids and stuff, right?
It's about the kids.
Yeah.
In the motels and outside of Orlando, outside of Disney, you know.
Dude, how about that?
That's
I'll tell
like
you
some
what.
sad shit, right?
I mean, it's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
This guy Sean Baker directed it. I think.
Oh, Sean.
I mean, gosh, he's beautiful vision. Just from the POV of a child, like growing up in this circle. I didn't even know this was the coolest thing. Is I didn't know this was a culture of people like in the United States.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the contrast of like people are on vacation.
Yeah.
Disney World, and then these people are like living in this low rent.
You know, they have these like little universes inside these little motel rooms where it's like single mom, kid. They have a bed and a bathroom and a TV.
Yep.
And they have all the time in the world. Like, but they're living there.
Yeah.
You know,
That's their life.
And people are, you know, you could watch fireworks from your balcony of you know the Disney fireworks or whatever, but you're separated from it.
Yeah.
It's impoverished. It's full of drugs and like, and kids are growing up in these little like they're castles. They're literally shaped like castles. If you think of it like that, it's like a ton of people and all these kids are growing up in these separate little rooms, but they come out during the day and. Dude, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful film.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful like little note of childhood, I think, and it's. I don't want to give it away. I won't give it away. Yeah, I think you should watch it.
Yeah, it's fairly still recent. I guess.
Yeah, 2017, I think. Dude,
that's what Florida always weirded me out about that.
That's
rough, like man. As a kid going there just for Disneyland, I'm like, what about? Like,
did you go?
Yeah,
I went too.
And you go to like the. Whatever, like Fort Lauderdale and like all this like just touristy stuff. It's like literally a tourist state, you know, for the most part.
Yeah.
Except for like Miami and stuff, which is for younger people and stuff. But like Florida always weirded me out because like what else is in that state, dude? It's huge. Florida's a big state.
Yeah.
You know, and I gotta watch that.
It's a beautiful film.
Because I learned all about those like communities and stuff. Dude, it's crazy.
It'll blow your mind. And that little girl's amazing in it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Brooklyn,
yeah.
Prince. She's
Brooklyn Prince.
Would you guys? This is a good question. Would you guys like if you could go back and be a child actor? Would you do it?
I'm gonna leave it to you, Connor.
No way. I don't know. Like in terms of just looking at fame and being out in the public, I don't think that's healthy for a child to deal with. Like that's not what you should deal with. You should be focusing on like you have friends and playing and school and not worrying about like a casting director. It just seems so bizarre to me. But I think that's so cool that parents are like supporting their kids early. Like to have that support is like, it's also really cool. Like you don't have to pay rent. You can like audition for stuff and your parents are like, so that's like that dichotomy. Like, I don't know. Ultimately, I just think like don't know.
You know what's super fucked
That's
up?
gonna ruffle feathers, but
Is like imagine like thinking like, damn, those parents are sick, and then like they steal the money from the kid. I forgot who it was. But, oh my god, I heard like one story about that, man.
That happens all the time.
I bet it's all. I feel like there's no way.
Yeah,
Like, what about child actors? You know what I mean?
They're in control of the money, though.
Yeah, it's scary.
The kid
man.
doesn't have a
That's
piggy
some
bank.
scary-
because it's a minor.
Yeah,
Name one like okay child actor that's like mentally okay right now.
Dylan Sprouse, dude.
You think?
I don't fucking know, man. I'm
don't
just
know, man.
winging it. No, I would.
No, yeah. Rob Lowe talked about that.
Oh yeah,
Rob Lowe, he
true.
talked about that on Joe Rogan podcast. He said like he's like not one child actor that was famous like is okay now. He basically said that. Like I'm paraphrasing, but he had like a lot of insight about that. And I think more, I guess more so the fame, like in terms of like being exposed. I think it's just so not healthy for a child.
Bro, just imagine everything you say is like yes, and what else? It's just you're a kid.
Yeah,
I can't imagine.
That's not a way to live.
Yeah.
When I think of Honey Boy, bro, I think of Shy the way he grew up, and you know, you look at him now, you're like, why is he fucked up? You know, you don't have to look very far.
Yeah.
He was paying for his parents, like to live.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he was doing. He was, he was supporting his family at age like 8.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's nutty.
Didn't love him, and
drugs and all kinds of abuse and sexual abuse, all type of shit. You know, it's tough, man.
Yeah,
this is a tough topic.
Yeah,
but we're getting real with Connor Hough right now. Dude. No, but man, it's if you asked me, dude, I would not.
Yeah,
would you?
So. No, for sure not.
Yeah,
for sure.
I guess I can't know because I'm not a parent. I can't know that. Like, have that like you get like a gift that you've given to to I don't know, to support them and really encourage like a piece of you to do that is like that's kind of, it's a part of me I think that's like pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I guess it depends on how like encouraging it in a healthy way.
Right.
Just make sure the kid wants to do it to express themselves, not to because like you don't want to live vicariously through them. Maybe you had like a Broadway run, and then now you're like trying to get your kid in Hollywood and stuff. I don't know.
Man.
I mean, it's also tough though because it's like, how do you make a decision for a kid? You know,
I don't know.
Like, there's no way to know like when they're 18 and they become an adult. Like, they're gonna be like, yeah, man. Like, thanks, mom and dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's tough. It's definitely weird.
Like, my mom let me wear snow pants to school in the middle of the summer because I was like, because all I wanted to be like was like Rey Mysterio Jr. when I was like little, the wrestler.
Oh my god!
And I didn't have baggy pants like that, but I had snow pants, and I was like, this will work. And I bugged her for months, dude.
In the summer, man.
Yeah.
Special. That's fun.
And she let me do that, and I just sweat myself to death. I almost died. I feel like.
Holy.
No ACs in the elementary school, just dying. But like, I think about that, like that stupid story, and I'm like, if I was the one at the helm, dude, like making decisions of like, I want this, I want that, I want this, and I'm bringing in all the bread, and like, fuck you, mom and dad. Like, can you imagine how big your head would be if you're bringing in that kind of money and you're,
I mean, it's
or
not
people
like
are handing you awards and everyone's clapping in the room and you're crying, giving an acceptance speech. I watched Brooklyn Prince's acceptance speech and she's wonderful. She seems like a wonderful human being, little kid. But I can't imagine what that does to your brain, dude.
Yeah, it rewires it. I don't think in a good, like, in not the best of ways.
Yeah, bro, I don't know. But I would not choose that, man.
Yeah.
I'm still figuring out who I am. I'm 30.
Right. I can't imagine.
Every day I wake up. I'm like, what?
Bro. Yeah.
This thing, that thing.
It's cool though. I mean, I don't know. To be that young dude and to have that fucking wiring, I would not trade mine for theirs. I guess on the whole, if I could,
I agree, man.
Even though I'd have a ton of money and fame and all that, I don't want that kind of fame.
Yeah.
Do you want fame, dude? Do you want like? Are you interested in fame? I
think we're all lying if we say we didn't want a little bit of that to start, because it's like you get to be seen and heard, but like I just want to squeak out a living doing this, because like there's nothing else. There's no other job I could do. There's nothing else out there for me.
Dude, I feel the same fucking way.
Like, there's nothing out there ever. Like I'll have to, whatever I have to work to make this possible. I have to do that.
Yeah.
Dude, and fame is a wide term. It's like, Do you like do you want like paparazzi at your door?
I do
like,
not want that.
Asking what fucking McMuffin you eat? Like what mean? Like no, I don't. Do I want to be able to make shit that I want to make, or like be in shit that I want to be, and be able to do some shit?
Dude, I just want to be a journeyman, dude. I don't want to be bothered much, but I just want to be able to like do it forever.
Yeah.
No, man, I want the paparazzi just getting my bad fucking my love handle, dude. That's what I want.
You go
That's
to
really
the
what I want.
fucking beach and you like had a burger before, dude, and now you're all fucking concerned.
Yeah.
No, bro.
Yeah, paparazzi, man. That's just like a crazy thing. Like just imagine just strangers coming up to you and like everyone just wants something from you. Just want a picture, but they don't want to talk to you. Like that's the thing. Like, yeah. I don't know
what really just like rubs me the wrong way? That's happening to like TikTokers. You on TikTok, Connor?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It drives me up the wall.
These young girls and like guys, like dude.
Drives me up the wall.
Like I've watched the videos of like paparazzi going into their cars like, wait, are you going out with Jessica? They're like 17 years old. It's like, hey dude, think about like life. Easy. Think about your life. What are you doing? Are you still going out with Jason?
They have followers and like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a story.
And the kids are like, and the kids don't know because they're 17.
Yeah.
And they're gonna talk to them.
Yeah.
What if that's a weird motherfucker that does something?
Yeah.
It's, I don't know, man. The world's getting really scary.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, let me dive real quick, dude. I got questions ready for you, Connor. And
yeah.
Can I mark this with a poem?
Dude, get it. Yeah, go.
Because I want to bring back the poems, man. Dave let me borrow Betting on a Muse, Charles Bukowski. And I'm going to read Betting on a Muse by Charles Bukowski.
Get into it.
I think this is my favorite poem so far. Jimmy Fox died an alcoholic in a Skid Row motel room. Bojack ended up shining shoes just where he began. There are dozens, hundreds more, maybe thousands more. Being an athlete grown old is one of the cruelest of fates. To be replaced by others. To no longer hear the cheers and the plaudits. To no longer be recognized. Just to be an old man like other old men. To almost not believe it yourself. To check the scrapbook with the yellowing pages. There you are, smiling. There you are, victorious. There you are, young. The crowd has other heroes. The crowd never dies, never grows old, but the crowd often forgets. Now the telephone doesn't ring. The young girls are gone, the party's over. This is why I chose to be a writer. If you're worth just half a damn, you can keep your hustle going until the last minute of the last day. You can keep getting better instead of worse. You can still keep hitting them over the wall. Through darkness, war, good and bad luck, you keep it going, hitting them out. The flashing lightning of the word, beating life at life, and death too late, truly against you.
Come on, man.
Oh, gosh.
That's that Bukowski, baby.
That shit encapsulates like an entire fucking lifetime.
I mean, talk about the image of a fucking... Is there anything sadder, man, than an aging athlete?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I know that, dude. I tried out for the NBA, the D League when they were still. I like did open tryouts, bro.
What?
I was
Did you
going hard
really,
at it.
dude?
When?
And
when was this?
I made a second day call, like a tryout for the Delaware 87ers. This was like 5 years ago.
Whoa!
Just because I was just scrappy and in shape. It was cool being the smallest guy on the floor because I'm 6'2", but like to be the smallest guy, like being a point guard again was like that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, what were you playing in college?
Damn,
you weren't playing point guard.
Yeah. So I mean, in high school I was like power forward just because I could jump pretty well, and then college was like small forward, kind of slasher.
Yeah.
Dude, Connor was balling.
Connor's baller,
Connor was balling, dude.
Basketball it was everything to me. Like I would be in the summer at the park. I would be doing defensive slides. Like, and people are walking their dogs and they're like, what is going on? Is he okay? Like, this is not normal. Like, I gave everything I had to, and I don't regret any of it. But like, I even thought I was 25, and that's like zero chance. I mean, like if you're not by 20, you're, like that's the thing of an athlete. That's why it's like, I realize like there's no, like it's good to pursue when you're young, but like you got to formulate, you got to find something that you can really dig your heart into and something. Cause like, it's not a reality for a lot of people,
bro. That I think we can relate on this one point, man. Because I was gonna like soccer was my whole life. Like I played, fucking over 10 years. You know what I mean? And like, my dad used to play like semi-professional back in Poland, and like that was like I thought that was gonna be my life, man. Like for my whole life.
Yeah.
And like that moment where I remember, man, it was so like disheartening and sad the way it all like ended or like amounted to it. I just had a week of like I had an injury that I think messed up my back, and it didn't like after that I didn't feel the same.
Didn't heal. Yeah.
And like I don't know. I got like scoliosis and shit now. Like
wow.
I don't know. Like I remember after that I was really like I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I feel weird. And then like when I started going to like tryouts for like this was right before tryouts for college. And I was going to college tryouts, and I don't know if it was just my body not working or like my brain not wanting to do it.
Yeah.
I was just like not the same player I was.
Yeah.
And it's just like I was like, I think this is the end.
Isn't that crazy?
And I literally had to. It was like one of the saddest days of my life.
Yeah.
Like it was so sad.
Yeah.
Like for a full week, I was like, I had to reevaluate everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
You probably like because you form an identity through that, and so much time you're like thinking like, okay, this is just some kind of future will like unfold for me in this type of thing. That's brutal. That's like you almost like shed everything, and then you kind of grow from there.
Because then with a sport, it's like you can't. There's no like fallback job in a sport, dude. It's you literally have to go fucking completely life change.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. Man.
The room for error is so slim.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to succeed at the highest level.
And there's no like, I'll take a gap year.
No,
you know what I mean? Like,
no.
You take a gap year, you're done.
Toast. Yeah, man.
Unless some freak thing happens, but.
I don't know.
It has a lot to do with the circumstance you're born into, dude. It has a lot to do with like, did everyone set up for you the path like of training at age 7?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes that doesn't happen, and then you're playing catch up, and you can never catch up. Yeah. You know, it's just you don't have it.
Yeah. And when you're stuck in that, like, I remember like I was always like in high school, middle school, like when I played rec, when I played trap, I was a little better. You know, I was a little better than everyone else.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not like, I don't want to fucking sound
that's
an asshole to say that.
Yeah.
But I was like, I felt I put in like, and my dad would put me in like extra shit, like academy stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, like, you know, in my head, like I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then when it got to like, everyone's on the same playing level and we're fucking, like, we're dying for it.
Dealing with
like,
some
I'm
big
like,
dudes.
shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not 100%, then it's like, damn.
When you realize that, dude, it's like shocking. You're like, oh, I'm not the baddest kid at this thing anymore. I'm not the best. Like I thought I was for a minute. And then you grow into your man body, and it's like that dude's man body is moving way faster than mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could train all day. I'm not gonna swat that.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Yeah. It's like a pride thing.
Yeah, man. I gotta get better. But that's the thing about the sport is like you can get better at other things, and you know, and every player is, you know, different. You know, some people can do multiple things. Some people can only do like one or two really, really well. But that is an interesting thing to think about. Like when it's over, when your identity is shed, and you're, you know, was it for you, man? Was it like, who am I?
Yeah. I first felt that.
Like you too.
Yeah. I mean, pretty fittingly, like when we turned in our college jerseys, the last playoff game was like, man, that was kind of like it first set in where I was just like, okay, this was an experience now. I gotta set this aside. But like, I still had that work ethic to train.
Yeah.
And so when I found out about the open tryouts, I almost I knew I wasn't going to be, I don't know. Like I knew I wasn't going to be like a pro, but like, I knew I could give it my all. And I hung with those guys.
Yeah.
Like I know what I did, and like I hung with them, and I was so proud of that. And I think the funnest thing about the open tryouts, bro, this was the coolest thing. Like I'm the shortest guy, and like we're doing layup line stuff, and there's no technical, so I'm dunking hard, elbow pump, and like to get that feeling alone of getting all, you could feel the respect. Like you didn't say a word, but like you look at me like, oh, this little white guy he can play a little bit.
Dunk,
like,
dude,
you know,
yeah.
Like, and it was just that alone was like, okay, like I can put this to bed now. Like, this is like, there's no more like, oh man, am I gonna be like, pro athlete?
It's
which
tough,
we all
man.
kids dream.
Yeah, bro. That identity thing's tough, dude.
Yeah,
it's a tough thing to deal with. I think like. All right, let me get into questions. I know it's going to bring it to. I mean, I know it's going to bring it around to this. Okay. So growing up, you know, we get advice. You know, people tell us things about what they think about us, and people expect things from you, and you know, people they leave you with things. You know, they'll leave you with something that could adjust the way you live life. I don't know if this is making any sense, but I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
What's one time someone like gave you a piece of advice, or someone said something to you that you can look back on and see, wow, that was a lie. That was that took me someplace farther away from myself than I would have liked to have been.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to name anybody, but I'm just curious about.
Yeah, I don't even think it's not one specific person, but I think I just immediately am drawn to like going to college. Like I feel like I was scammed into that because, and then I have a lot of debt now because of it, and like not a whole lot, but it all led me to I met some like unbelievable friends.
Yeah,
so I think that's just like that's like the biggest thing I can think of like right now, because like you just you gotta like go to an education. It doesn't matter where you go, like, and that's more taught to us like by everyone in our lives.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I don't know. In terms of like a personal piece of advice. Yeah,
or
yeah,
I don't know.
That's funny. That
kind of like
college is the biggest fucking lie that's ever made ever.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I mean, it's good. It's good. But like
it's just
you have to do it.
Everybody. Like, yeah. Do you have to? Do you have to? Yeah. Especially when you don't know what you want, man. Like I didn't know what I wanted.
I had no idea, bro. I started at Temple Ambler. It was like a campus of Temple, and like I commuted for 2 years, and like I still wanted to play college basketball so bad. Like even my mom and dad were like, "Hey, maybe you should just focus on your study." But I was like, "No." And I found like Penn State Berks. It was like Division III. I just like walked on there, but like I wasn't thinking of life beyond college. Like it was selfish, and that was all maybe my fault too. Like I wanted to play like college basketball. So.
But is that selfish, man, or is that like it's your life?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
It is.
You can call it selfish, but I don't. I would disagree with you respectfully, man.
At least you tried. You know,
you're in college one time like that in your 20s, and you wanted to play ball while you were young. I don't see a problem with that.
I think maybe I'm referring to like if selfish if you think like like college didn't get me where I wanted to. Like if I wasn't honest about like because college when you like if you choose a specific track that's obviously what helps you get a job placement and everything. But I went for liberal arts. I had a extremely valuable experience.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like what I was like aiming for.
Right.
Like you said, like I got one shot to play college basketball.
Yeah.
Went for it.
Yeah, man.
The thing with college, man, is like I don't want to argue about college anymore, but like if you know like if you're trying to be like an engineer, like if you need to actually learn about like a craft. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think, man, go to college.
Yeah.
If I have to go read, Catcher in the Rye, and like that's my reading.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna forget the next month. Then maybe no. I don't want to do that. Like electives.
Yeah.
There should be no general elective bullshit. Hey, man. Everything, all the classes that you need for this profession, for this, whatever. Like these are all the classes that you're gonna fucking learn.
Yeah,
yes.
You don't need to have some warm up icebreaker. Let's throw a ball around. My name's Mike.
Oh my God.
I like pizza. No, dude. No, this is middle school. Like, come on. No more.
Let's do an icebreaker right now, dude.
Let's throw this fucking
no.
coffee. That's
what
killing me.
First letter of your name's M. So it's like Mellow Mike.
We need a ball.
I'll be Davy Danger.
Okay.
And Connor, we'll get one for Connor with a C.
Huff and Puff.
Oh, okay. We'll take that. It has nothing to do with him. We'll take it. Huff and Puff. So answer the question, bro, that I just asked Mike. That I just asked Connor.
The advice thing?
Yeah. Has anyone in your past, like when you look back, when you think about the direction your life has headed thus far, there's got to be some piece of information or something that someone expected something of you, or something that you look back on and you can say, I don't think that was good for me. I think that took me farther away from who I am, who I really am, or I'm finding myself out to be now.
I don't know, man. That's tough. It's really hard, especially because I'm in like a very like
Yeah.
I think transformative part of my life right now.
Definitely.
It's like I'm still figuring out all those like little things that have maybe amounted to something right now that I'm dealing with. You know, I don't know if I have anything right now.
Okay.
Really,
Fair.
truthfully.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think the first thing that comes to mind is I think the people I surrounded myself with when I was young were like to make friends. Like I wanted to make friends real bad.
Yeah.
And I think, and this wasn't all my friends, and this was by choice too. This was my choice. But I think I had a big hole that I wanted filled. You yawn on my answer, bro?
No, I'm not.
You yawns on my answer, dude? You seen that?
Dude, I literally can't walk outside in public without yawning, like worrying about my yawn.
You saw that,
I
Connor?
catch myself.
I'm talking about life-changing fucking things in my life. Oh, did we lose Connor? We lost Connor.
No, we didn't.
He's frozen.
Connor?
Connor?
Connor Hough to the principal's office.
Pizza Fridays will be extended in the cafeteria. Pizza Fridays
like an
will be
MTS high
extended in the cafeteria.
Chicken tendies combo. Get yours $14.99 with a big ballpark dog.
Oh. He's going to chew and all that.
All right, let's do it.
Do what?
That's come on,
We're doing it.
Come on, bro, bring it back in.
I don't know how to bring it back in, man.
Dude, truthfully,
What was the question?
Truthfully, Dave.
How?
Dave.
Yeah.
Truthfully, look at me.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh my god! Stop.
We'll bring it. Let's bring it back.
Get off me. Don't touch me.
Shit.
Advice is a tricky subject, I guess. People
Yeah,
wanna,
man.
like throw someone under the bus, and
No, bro. But like,
I don't know.
I'm not trying to throw people under the bus.
No, I know you're not.
But I think what I'm trying to say is this, dude.
Who hurt you?
Exactly.
Tell me.
It's not who hurt me, but who I allowed to
Who led
adjust
you
me.
off?
Yes,
who
bro.
led you off the
Yes,
path?
man.
Like,
I think
like,
there was like a hole, dude, and I was just like, I need it filled. I need to feel loved.
Let me give a little example.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Because I think this is better. This is about my brother. So this is something that affected him.
Okay.
All right. And I think he talked about it when we were on the podcast before.
Okay.
Shout out Sebastian. I
Shout
love
out Seabass.
But
You're cool, man.
What was that? It's my brother, dude.
Because he said I love you. I just
You're cool, dude.
Cool. You're cool. You're all right.
you're right.
All right.
Cool.
Love you too.
But back when we were kids,
Yeah.
I remember we were driving. We were in Poland on vacation. Still young, you know what I mean? Like this is probably like 6, 7. He'll correct me. But like we were in the car and there was a song playing, you know?
And you cried.
And like, no. So I'm sitting listening to the song, blah, blah, blah. My brother's listening to the song and our aunt is in the car too.
Uh-huh.
And this is probably the wrong story, honestly. But I remember this in my memory. He was singing, like, started singing the song. This is the first time he was like kind of getting into like a song. And like, oh, like I like music, maybe.
Just getting into it.
You know?
Yeah.
He started like humming it or singing it. And the aunt was like, oh, are you singing the song? Like, ooh.
Yeah.
And he got like really turned off by that.
By the attention?
By that attention of just like really like focusing on that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's, you know, like, wow, Sebastian.
So he took his music, his love for music into
Yeah,
like,
and that
the
made him be
shadows.
like, I don't want to like show any interest because everyone's gonna be like, is it weird? Is it like, oh, like you like? I don't know. Like he had a weird feeling about it.
Yeah.
And I remember this. We'll bring it back and make it a nice, happy story. Is we rekindled about music because I never like talked to him about music and stuff.
Yeah.
And like music was huge with me. Like I loved music.
Yeah.
My whole life growing up. My family is music. Like my dad in a band, was in a band, like plays guitar every day. And it's like in our family, you know what I mean? It's like ingrained. But like he was always very like hesitant. Like I never heard about anything he liked. I love talking about music with people. My main thing I talk about with people. And I remember one Christmas is like when we started like really getting along with each other. And we like he finally like opened up about music and like why he never like talked about it.
Yeah.
And like he got me into like hip hop and stuff. And that's like my love of fucking life. And like we just like finally vibed about it. And I think he got over that thing that affected him so early in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of like kind of answers that question in a way.
For
right?
him, yeah.
That's like his kind of thing.
Definitely. That's
I
beautiful.
like that.
Right?
Yeah, like.
Yeah. Well, damn.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, you
See,
guys.
I brought it back.
You brought it back, dude.
But at the expense of someone else's story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not even here to tell it.
He's not here to tell it, but I think you did pretty well with it. Yeah, dude.
What's up, dude? I feel like you're hating on me. Right
No,
now.
I'm not hating. I'm just thinking of my thing too. I was thinking about like what it was, and I keep thinking of it. It was. I know for a fact, dude. Like I just wanted to be loved so bad.
Yeah.
Like it was like everything to me, dude.
Mm.
Was to visibly see that I'm loved, and if I'm not, like at age 6, then my day is ruined. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I felt like super young. I remember just feeling that way.
Are you saying that wasn't something that like you were getting, or?
I don't know how to answer that, dude. I think
And that's why, you know what I mean?
I think I was,
Or it wasn't clear.
I think I was. I think I just, for me, something in the wiring was wrong early on enough to be like, you're garbage.
Yeah.
You don't deserve it, or you're not as good as so and so, or you're just not. You're garbage, and I just remember that so clearly, man. Like wanting to like make friends. Like I really wanted to make friends real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would do anything, man. I remember like I clicked up with these kids really early on. And when we were young, it was fine. You know, we were kids. And I didn't want them to see me for who I was, but I wanted to be loved real bad. So I would like shapeshift, you know, I'd be whatever they're expecting of me, you know?
Fitting in. You wanted to like.
Oh, dude, so bad. Like anything that was the trend or whatever I thought would make them laugh or whatever I thought would be attractive. I wanted to do that. And it was the same thing for girls, and it was the same thing for when I grew up. Like, but I remember like the when I knew it was wrong, dude, was like we were older, and I was still kind of. And this isn't you know my close friends who I love now, but and I still love these dudes, but I don't speak to these people anymore because it was my fault because I allowed it to happen. I think I tried to like form family real bad. And I was like, this is the thing I think I picked up and I saw through an expectancy on their part was you do whatever we say. You know what I mean? We expect this of you, you know? If one of us is in a fight, you're in a fight. If one of us is doing a bad thing, you're doing a bad thing.
Yeah, I think it's just fear of not being alone. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all.
Yeah.
I mean, you just want to cling to something that like, oh, you have someone's in your corner with you. Someone has you like.
Yeah, but just imagine like living your whole life like that.
Yeah, that's upsetting to hear that.
You know? It's like a slippery slope because you do receive love. I did receive a whole lot of love, dude. Yeah. After, you know, people will look outside and be like, "Man, you guys are like fucking bros, dude. Like you guys do anything for each other." I was like, "Fuck yeah!" But then you know it comes around to you, and when you really need something, you can't even say it. Or when you really need something and you do say it, it's not reciprocated, and you're like, "Whoa, something feels off balance, man." I don't know. I remember things were like I was affected by that because I was placing an expectancy too. This is my mistake. I was saying like I expect this of you without voicing it. Yeah. And
I see. Yeah.
So it was like a reciprocated thing. It turned out to be. And I think that's the thing I learned that took me away from who I am. I think like my spirit, like who I actually am. I think that expectancy to like show up or like that's what I thought what currency was. I thought currency was
mutual.
You have to show up. Yeah. You have to show up and emotionally, physically. You know, whatever another person needs, you got to be there.
Man. Because when they don't meet that expectations, then you're going to be drained. Like you're just going to be totally like,
but I wasn't. No, dude. We're just talking. We're just men talking about like, this. You know, it's tough. And when you're a guy too, I hate to do the gender thing, but it's like that's another expectancy of like you don't share like that. You know, I don't talk about this to my friends when I'm 17.
Yeah. I think all that. Yeah, that's just. It's kind of all BS, you know how guys aren't supposed to hold their feelings, and that started way back, probably in like golden ages, but like, yeah, why? Yeah, it's like why? You could just be for being judged for being like empathetic and having humanity. But yeah, at 17, we were like terrified of being seen that way.
Yeah, man.
Ostracized from our friends. Silly. It's like silly.
It's so silly, dude. I would kill for those people, you know, and like, and I felt like I would do anything, and I did some crazy shit.
Yeah,
and that's not me.
Yeah, and I remember like I get what you're saying too. Is like I remember from my like my little clique or friend group that we were like, you know, we hung out every fucking day and like that was our thing, and we all did our own things. And I remember when like it started, like I think it was at the end of high school, or especially when I started like playing soccer more, and that was more like the focus. It was like I felt the distance kind of growing more and more.
You felt it,
and
right?
kind of like getting away from like I can still always talk to them. I love them still.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But it's not the same. Like
it's different.
Yeah, like the paths like just went different ways.
Man.
It all just went different ways.
Yeah. You're around people for so long. I think it's like you see people 5 days a week, sometimes 6-7 days a week.
Yeah.
For your whole life, you know, until you're 18, and then it's like we'll see each other still, obviously.
Yeah. And it's also like with you and like some like we all did fucking dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we all didn't treat each other, you know, the best way.
Yeah.
And I think like, you know, we were all the same age. We're all going through different shit, and some not in the best you know, households at home and stuff. And like, you know, the way to get it out is with your friends, or you know, stupid jokes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't blame anyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That did anything wrong to me.
Yeah, I don't
then,
either. We were young, man, and I know they had their own things too. And but it's just interesting, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, you know, if you had, you know, you're expressing that in growing up, you did feel like you couldn't express yourself fully to your friends, even. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was just so insecure. I would just kind of like, you know, basketball practice, come home, and maybe just if we're like, because everyone in high school, you're forced to be together, so it's like you're just all here. Okay, let's see. Like, oh, you like what I like a little bit. Okay, let's try hang out.
Yeah.
You're scrambling. I guess you're scrambling for an identity in a way, because like you want to mold something or just start a path of your own.
Yeah, it's like a little world. It's a little world, you know? It's really, I remember it being like, I didn't know anything outside of it.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, this girl I want to date, and that's the only girl in this world. And then this is my favorite, you know, class, and that's all I know. That's my identity, and these are my friends, and they'll always be my friends forever. And I can't even see what the other town looks like next to us. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't care. You know, like I didn't care. I didn't want to travel. I didn't want to see the world. I didn't want to do things outside the norm. But then I was like, when you grow up, you're like, fuck, I was missing out, man.
Yeah.
Who am I? Like, what the fuck am I? When I left high school, dude, it was, what the fuck am I? I remember that so vividly. Like, I had to like figure it out, and I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it.
Yeah, man.
But I know that I get to be, I think, more honest with myself today, because I can voice things now. I can share a thing which I couldn't do before. So that means I'm closer. I think, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I hope.
I mean,
but yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
I think so, man.
Yeah.
I think when you can like voice what you're saying, and then like also like take accountability. I think that's when you like know you're like, oh, you're kind of on the other side of like, it's not all about poor me, or like like they did all this stuff.
Yeah,
like,
it's not that. It's not that.
looking in that mirror, and then
No, we're all kids. We all have fucked up things at home. We're all dealing with issues. We can't. You know, it's rough. I used to get fucked up with the thought like we're born into these bodies, man. Like where we look a certain way genetically at a certain age, and that means everything when you're that age. You know what I mean? My best friend, you know, thank God I had this guy. I think he was an angel. Like growing up, because I had this friend group that I tried to make my friends, and this kid just always loved me. And I was like, that's not enough. I need that. I need this. I need that. I need to fill this hole. You know? Yeah. And this kid just loved me forever, and I'll love him forever because of that. But and shout out Dave, dude. Is his name. I love you.
Shout out Dave, man.
Yeah. Oh, same name, bro. But he he was always there, dude. And for some reason, like when I think of like the way it was for him versus me, or the way it was for other people I could look out and see. I remember being very, very emotional about, being a kid and looking around and seeing people getting picked on. I always kind of, and it's not I don't know what it was, but I always wanted to do something. I always wanted to be like, stop. Like, fuck, I would scream, stop. But it was because the way we looked. Because I was like passable. You know what I mean? I looked like you'd quote unquote normal kid, but some people, had issues. Like they didn't look attractive enough for her. Yeah. And it's everything. You could say it's not at that age, but like it's a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
And there were way prettier people than me at a younger age that were dating and that I was looking up to and saying, "Fuck, man, why am I this? Mm-hmm. Why am I this? Why am I not that?" Liking you. Yeah. They're throwing touchdowns Sunday. I can't do that.
Why can't that be me? I just want
bro.
It. Yeah, like just
it's a little like comparison universe, and we're kids and we don't know better.
Yeah.
And some of us don't come from like a place where like we're told you're beautiful, man.
Yeah, your worth isn't like shown to you, or it's not acknowledged.
Yeah,
maybe in a way that you need. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's what happens when you're thrown into a building with a bunch of kids the same age as you. And
it's
they're
like figure
go
it out
learn.
now. Like,
go learn, man.
Yeah, but it affects you, dude. Yeah. I mean, it carries.
100%, man.
Because like I don't know, I feel like kids, like you learn from your parents, and then it's like you wear a cool pair of jeans, and like some people don't like those jeans. Like, okay, now I'm not going to wear those jeans. It's like, well, what is it even based on? Yeah, like, and that's what I would deal with. Like I want to just be like likable and accepted.
Yeah,
at least in high school for sure.
Yeah.
But
but isn't that kind of how life is, though?
Yeah, but I don't think it should be. I don't know if
people are breaking away from it.
I agree, but I think it is maybe a more exaggerated way of how life kind of really is. People are going to have their opinions. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
People are just going to not like you, and they're going to be assholes because they're assholes.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And like,
now I could give a fuck.
That's the way it's.
Now it doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When I'm that age,
you have peace of mind, and you grow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you have this growth, and where like it's not like about you. Like you learn that it's like if they have issues, like it's like projection.
Yeah.
But you don't know that as a kid because you don't have that introspection.
Yeah, man.
You don't have the depth to be able to see that.
Yeah, you can't zoom out quite that much,
Yeah. I mean, some kids probably can. I mean, that's probably a rare, beautiful gift.
Yeah.
That's incredible, but for the most part,
yeah, man.
Just like
it just I think like I'm just learning more about life by this age at 30. Like I'm learning like the essential things. I think right now I would say, or like you're saying, like people will always dislike what you do or say or feel or dress or whatever.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. Yeah. And I know that. Now I could say that with like honesty. I know that.
Yeah.
But I think like life is it's like a constant you're born into a place that is imperfect.
Yeah.
And you're wounded early on, whether you know it or not. Mm-hmm. And it's your job to be aware of that.
Yeah.
Because it'll affect you.
And you know what it is too is like at the end of the day too, it's just us, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end of life, it's just us.
Yeah.
And I think, if living right now, if you are unhappy or you are feeling something, like the normal way that, people feel better is like to have other people, whatever, maybe they have someone else worry about them.
Yeah.
Or, there's a way they like to get better. You know what I mean?
Homie,
to get love. You know what I mean?
Bro,
support system.
Yeah, bro. But like awareness is like so important. You need a support system for sure to say like, I love you and you're seen. And you don't need nothing else, dude. And you're beautiful. But like awareness of what's really going on.
Yeah.
Is so essential, man. I didn't know until fucking 2020. I was 29, turning 30 years old. I didn't know I had made acting my God for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I could say that now, looking back. I was fucking full on depression, full on fucking, I don't know what to do. I don't know who I am.
Everything hinges on acting.
Yeah, bro. But the thing is, homie, like I realized that and my phone stopped fucking ringing. I got calls from that guy. And I'm not blaming anybody. I did that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I did that. I made my fucking identity one thing. And it was like, You just got to be a great actor, man. That's you. You are Dave, the actor. No. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not just
one
that.
small part of you.
Dude, it's one small ass part of me.
Small part.
And there's another small ass part of me that's kind of big, which was like, you're garbage. You still carry that with you into 2020. Yeah. You know, you could be the best actor, dude, and all that, you know, great. Everyone loves you, man. That's so cool, bro. Good film, man. Hey, thanks, dude. Now what? It's gone. Now what? Now who are you? You know? I don't know.
Dude.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm 30. I don't know. But I know I'm garbage. That I know. That little seed is still planted.
That's easy.
Yeah, but bro, you know what I learned?
Dude, yeah, it is easy. It's easy, man. It's easy to be negative, though. It is.
Yeah, but dude, bro, I don't think I was born.
Not just being negative. Yeah.
I don't think I was born with that. No. I don't think I was born with that.
No.
I don't think I was born with that. I don't think that's who I am. I think that's what I picked up.
No, that's
it's a collective.
Yeah.
It's a collective.
It's what society tells you, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
And your friends book something, and then like, oh, what about me? No, I'm celebrating them. Like that's
dude. And I would. It had nothing to do with like me or them in that moment. In these last few years, it wasn't like a, oh wow, they're fucking killing it, and I'm over here, and you know, I'm still working on my own thing. Yeah. No, and I'm not taking. You know, I understand completely what you're saying. But I'm speaking honestly to you. That wasn't it for me. For me, it was people need to know like that's me. That's who I am. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And if I'm not that, I'm nothing. I'm garbage. And when that got ripped out, I was just garbage, dude. But I realized this, homie, like going through all that, I needed fucking therapy. And I needed like, I didn't know I turned away from like, my thing is God now, dude. I'm pretty spiritual, you know? And this is new for me, man. This is very new. And I sound weird, and people are like already like, yeah, I don't know about Dave, man. He's all fucking crazy. And that's fine, dude. I'm totally okay with that because I need that. I need God.
Yeah.
I need God because he's the dude that's saying like, I love you. I made you and I love you. And that hole is filled always. You are not garbage.
Faith in something is so important,
dude.
And it doesn't have to be God. It can be like
it could be anything.
Yeah, it's so important.
The universe,
because, like
energy.
Because then you're untethered. You're just like floating away. Yeah. Like there's got to be something. Even like believing in a silly thing, like I don't know, like I don't want to make a joke out of it, but like anything, like just like believe.
The Pastafarians. What's that other religion? the floating spaghetti monster or whatever. You ever hear that?
No,
that's a real religion. It's
Pastafarians.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I don't know, like ice cream. I mean, just
like
some kind of like faith.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But even with acting, bro, it was like, what do you
ice
really
cream's
want
always
to
there
do,
for you,
man?
to be honest.
Yeah, ice cream's always there for you. You can get it anywhere. But what do you want to do? You want to work. Work is divine, man. Work can be a beautiful thing, man. It really can. If your intent is pure, you know. If it's you can make money doing this thing, and if that's your chase, that's your chase. But I can tell you this: money's not always going to be there. I'd be real careful about that.
When does it ever end? Because money never. There's always going to be money problems, so it's never going to end. So it's like, why get involved with that?
If that's your intent, dude, I don't know.
I've been moving through that a lot in terms of like not putting my attachment to like, oh, my debt and like, oh, what am I situation?
Yeah, it's hard, man, because it's what we have to do to keep ourselves alive. But I don't know, man. It's a tricky thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do you boil down the real reason you want to do a thing? If it is that, it's that. But some things, if you invest in them, you're going to come out with like, you know, nothing. You're going to have you win your Oscar. I just listened to Matt Damon talk about this on today. Went back and listened to the old interviews on Good Will Hunting because I'm writing a thing, and I was like, I just want to know how they produced their thing and like, you know, what was the steps? How'd they do it? Even though the times have changed, it'll never happen like that again.
Oh no.
What was their way? And so Matt Damon was talking about when he won his Oscar, the first one, and he's like, man, I learned really early. Thank God, I learned really early that the night I won the Oscar, I went home and like my girl fell asleep and my mom was there and I was talking to her and she was like, and I was staring at my Oscar and I was just saying to myself, like, is this like I did it, you know? I did it. I'm recognized as one of the best all time now, right? To the world because the Oscars.
That's a standard for like recognition.
It's the standard. You know, it's the thing we sit on the edge of our bed and we're like, oh man, they're winning. I want to do that one day, you know? I want to get there. It's the NBA, you know, championship trophy. You know, you can't get no better than that. You're world champion. And he's staring there looking at it. He goes, I realized that even though I won this thing, all the things that I have holes with, like the things that I haven't figured out aren't filled. They're still there.
Yep.
They're still there and they're going to be there, you know? If I'm saying, you know, if I'm turning my back on God and thinking because I'm garbage, no Oscar's going to fill that hole.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You know, no wife.
It's just a show. Nothing. It's just a show to other people. Be like, hey, look what I did.
Yeah. But it's different for everybody too. I'm on my own path and my own journey. You know, I'm not trying to push God on nobody. I'm just saying, for me, I think I needed to reconnect. You know, I needed to phone up.
Well, yeah, like for me, like I just talking about that point. I knew it wasn't about money for me because I did. This is when I knew. I did a music video about 3 years ago for this awesome like independent artist, Nick J.D. Hodgson.
Shout out.
Yeah, he's in the UK. So like this was like, and I just got this. I got this like backstage, like some lucky, and it's still out there. I'm just so proud of it. I didn't make a dime, but I remember every minute of that weekend. Like we just did it because like there was no thought of like, oh, who's gonna see this? This is gonna go viral. And I think that's good at some points with that projects. People want to know like, oh, is this going to festivals or whatever? And like. It always rubbed me the wrong way. Like if you're on a film set, like, well, what's the plan for this film? Like actors would ask that. And I'm thinking like, would you ever ask Martin Scorsese, like, what's your plan for this? Do you have funding? Like you would never, like, I just want to be there to make it. And that's what I experienced. Yeah. We were just there to make it and had so much fun. Yeah. We didn't worry about, is the artist going to share it? It's going to get like, no one even said that. And I remember that. That's why I'm doing this. Yeah. And it's easy to lose track of that. It's so easy. I want to get in the SAG. I want to get an agent. Like that doesn't matter. It's like, that's
dude, talk about bad advice, homie. What bad advice have you got?
Maybe that.
What was some bad advice you got from fucking, you know, coming up as an actor, dude, all these years? What's some bad advice?
Well, I mean, honestly, I only started acting when I was 27. Okay, like when I started actually like auditioning for short films. Yeah. Because I was doing like improv comedy, making Facebook videos in like 2015. But
well, how about even with improv comedy? Like with anything to do with expressing yourself and getting paid for it. What's some bad advice you've gotten, dude?
Well, I don't know, because for some reason I just steered away from the business side. You mean in terms of that?
You got away from that? Yeah.
Yeah, like I never went to casting workshops because I learned, dude, at Playhouse West, Tony, bro, he's telling the truth.
Shout out Tony, bro. Shout out Tony.
I mean, like it's all. Like,
hey, you found a real one real early on, dude. You're very lucky.
Like I'm an actor because of him, no question about it. Like like all the and it's good, you know, if you want to get into other casting workshops. But it's like if you don't know how to act, like audition prep's not going to help you ever.
How to breathe? How to breathe, dude? Like before in a monologue?
Yeah, I mean, like you just have to know, like you gotta have a point of view. Yeah. Go in there confident and just commit to it. Like and just listen. You know all the stuff we know. Like oh yeah, like show up, slate in character, all this stuff. It's like it's all noise. Like it's just like I don't know, dude. Because I think about someone mentioned on the podcast too. It's like that's not gonna get you a career of like. Just go to some casting workshops. I'll be like DiCaprio. Like that's not how it works. Like you're not just gonna like, I'm gonna be a star in 3 weeks if I take this class. That's not how it is.
It's a lot of things I don't mesh with it, dude. I just don't.
Yeah, I instantly some friends I met in improv comedy, they would tell me, and I was just like, no, thanks. Like, I just knew something went off because, like,
I think it works.
There's no easy pill.
Yeah, I think easy. I think some artists and actors can do that path of having a career, and I think it works for them. They're suited for it, and I don't disrespect that at all. If you
get your money.
If you find success, dude, if it works for you, work it.
Right.
But I'm doing it 10 years, dog. 11 now.
Wow.
And I've stepped in a few of those rooms, man, and I suck in them. You can't have a real conversation. I've never had a real exchange in a room like that.
Right.
I'm doing this. I'm handing you my wallet and saying, you could take $80 out of there.
Dude.
And I'm just going to sit here and you tell me about how you cast.
Oh my God, dude. I'm like cringing. Like,
how you cast, fucking It. And, and then tell me more about your career and pontificate. And he's sweating and she's not breathing. And, we're all fucking, and this guy's checking his watch. And then, hey, work on, you look to your left here. Really, really, set your chin down more when you do it. Oh, you want to put me in my head more? Is that so? Now you're taking me further
Your
away.
eyebrows are not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you're, and I'll never get hired for this. This is what I'm learning, dude. I'm not a dude to model yourself after. I realize, so don't take my advice. But because your boy doesn't get cast in much, and I don't do well in those rooms because of that. I can't. It sounds fucking. How do I say it without sounding like a dickhead, dude? But
yeah, it's just not right.
I don't do well in disingenuous rooms, and an audition room
it's fake moments everywhere.
Casting rooms like that, or when you pay to be seen or whatever, they're very disingenuous, in my opinion. Do you really want to help us, or you really want to see people, or you're trying to take a few dollars for dinner?
Dude, that reminds me. I actually almost got caught in a scam like that because I remember there was like, this was before, it was like 2016. I saw like a little ad in like King of Prussia, PA.
Yeah.
And it was like, like a showcase, gets seen in front of agents and managers and stuff. It didn't have a price tag or anything. So I just went. And then like we did some, we did some reads. Luckily I didn't spend any money. But
good.
This was so funny to me because it was like, so like, what? So like she gave us this pamphlet and it was like, this is an all expense paid trip to LA to stay.
Oh wow.
$4,500.
Whoa.
I said, okay, this is nothing. Like I knew it. I knew it. I was like, there's nothing like that exists. I'll be broke and I'll be in debt.
Yeah.
Like it was just so, I think luckily having that early on was like, okay, you just got to focus on being the best person and being as great as you can be.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Ed Harris even said in an interview, like none of this matters. Just be as good as you can every day, and everything is worked out.
Yeah, man. I never. I don't know.
I know it's hard, dude, because it's like other actors, we want to build each other up. You should be messaging agents and managers. It's like
it's all well and good, man.
Like that's part of it, but like, are you truly ready? Do you think are you going to waste their time? Do you know without a doubt you will not waste a second of their time? I
know for a fact, bro. You throw me a play, I can analyze the fuck out of it. I know. I know I can prep up.
Dude,
really
play
well.
Play of the month discussion, man.
Man.
You got a spine going. You got a premise. Like
I know how to act, dude, and I could like hang my hat on that. I feel very good about that. I don't feel good about the how do you get hired thing. I can't. I don't think I'll ever be very good at that situation.
Marketable.
Yeah, man. So my thing is like, what can I do? What is my purpose, man? And for me, it's like you gotta tell story. You gotta tell story. I love story, and so it's like, Rose Garden was tell story.
Dude.
How do you artistically express yourself through story? For me, I can't sing, I can't dance. I don't want to do those things.
Right. Yeah, same here.
I can learn how to write better, and that's what I've been doing. How do I learn how to write? I learned how to act. How do I learn how to produce? And then, market as well and get a film out there. So stories continuing to be told. And I'm serving my purpose. Because it's not going to be some casting director. I mean, there's been casting directors before who hit me up and thank you. I love you guys so much. Thank you. I'm not trying to not get hired ever again. But for real, there's a lot of stories I don't want to tell, man. And that's the truth too. Yeah. Some things I get cast for, or I used to be, and I'd be like, and the bad advice is fake it till you make it, baby. You got to get paid anytime you do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Hustle. Where am I? I'm on a treadmill.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
For me, this is my path, not everybody's. Everyone's. Right. I see a lot of successful people doing a lot of different shit than I do.
Sure.
Just sharing my journey with you, man.
Yeah, man.
And there's no right way to do it. There's no right way to fucking do this.
Thousands of ways. Yeah, everyone's way is their own. Like it's so crazy.
You want to act? Figure it out. It's a crazy journey. Yeah, find a good
Who would
teacher.
do this? Who would seriously? It's like the craziest thing.
You gotta really love it. You gotta really fucking love it, man.
I can't believe I made it this far, dude. I really sometimes I'm like, what? Like,
yeah. I just saw a monologue finalist. You and Matthew Brent, our boy Matthew.
Crazy.
Shout out. What, dude? I couldn't even believe it. Yeah, Monologue Slam. It's like based out of Canada, but they expanded to like other anyone outside of Canada. Dude, just something fun to work on. And
You Are Here boys are taking over.
We got 2 fucking finalists in that.
Eddie Brand, repping PA.
Come on, baby.
So dope, man.
I got one. He asked a question for you, and I had to take it down just now.
Yes.
Let me read it to you. He said, "How do you define art in your own perception? Your own definition."
Okay.
How do you define art?
I just went to what it means being an artist, but let me think art first. Let me go art first.
Yes.
I don't know. I think art is a medium with something to say. I think it's any kind of medium with something to say, something to get you thinking. I think it's just I don't know. It's just something with something to say.
Yeah.
Because it could be so much. I can't say like sometimes, maybe if it's just like a painting, like maybe it doesn't have a deep message, but maybe it makes you feel good or you release it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's something. It's a medium with something to say.
Yeah.
I just want to keep it simple as possible. But then talking about an artist, like I'll go off for years about that. But like, man.
Yeah.
But because we would always have. I don't know if Jim had you do this, like we would do like monthly essays, and once a year Tony would assign us like what does it take to be an artist, and we would like write our response, and then we talk about it and stuff. And
he would get to the bottom of like our artistry individual. He'd be like, "Why do you want to do the thing?" And we'd have to suss that out.
Okay.
Yeah, like it'd have to be like a refocus of what are you really doing here? What are you trying to say? Which is what you're saying. Art is,
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing,
dude. I don't know. Like for me, it's like I feel like art is just like I'm gonna sound so just like
say it, dude.
So
yeah.
Just art, but. It's like art is like I don't know, like I thought of it like art is like just so much about life. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like a like a beautiful sunset. Like that's fucking art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a fucking grandma walking across the street and drops something, and some kid picks it up and gives it to her. Like that's fucking art.
But that's how you perceive it, Mike. That's you looking through a lens of it being art.
Yeah. I don't know. Like
yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
There's weight in every moment, dude. I just been thinking about that a lot. There's a lot of weight in every moment, bro.
Man.
Oh, so much weight.
There is, man.
And I don't know how to like wear that.
And I ain't talking Rick Ross weight, dude. I ain't talking freeway Rick Ross, dude. I'm talking, importance, man. I know where you were going, Connor. I know where your brain was going, dude. I wasn't talking about that. I wasn't talking about Rick Ross.
I don't know.
No, but I'm with you.
I don't know. Sometimes I go back and forth because in terms of being an artist, it's like I would get in great conversation with people too, like about, it's either you have something important to say and that makes you an artist, or it's like you have the courage to say it. Like I think courage is like, but it could go both ways because you could be like, like a lot of people have great ideas, but they're afraid to say them.
Yeah.
Or, people are saying things, but I don't know, they're not greatest enough to put it out there.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
It could be either way, I think.
That's a great point. That's a great point. It's a balance there, huh? It's like you need courage to be able to say the thing or express the thing. You need some kind of courage to do that. It takes vulnerability to do that. So kudos to you to be able to do that. But does that make you an artist? Like, because art, you got
to say something too with it, though.
Dude,
that's the whole thing. Like that.
That's tough.
Yeah. Dude, speaking of art, dude, I saw the best acting performance I've ever seen. I will stand by it, 100%.
Oh shit,
dude. Okay, so me and my girlfriend just watched A Woman Under the Influence.
Okay.
Last night, dude. Gina Rollins.
Oh,
man.
It does. Oh my god, dude. Oh gosh, like. There's a scene where like her and Peter Falk was in it. He's a husband, great too. Just it's such a deep movie.
Cassavetes crew,
it penetrates your body. Yeah. And there's this one scene where she would like her husband's trying to get her to go get committed. The doctor's there, and she's so like. The reason I think it's the best performance too is because like people could see it and mimic it and think, oh yeah, but like there's so much layers and depth to it, and the tics she was doing and just. Erratic change of personality. I think it was like 1970. John Cassavetes, I think.
Cassavetes, baby.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Dude, like I just from acting, I think I've just never seen such a powerhouse performance ever. I mean, there's tons of great ones, but for me, I just remembering that. Like,
have you watched a lot of Cassavetes, or is that the first thing you watched by him?
No, I mean, it was funny. I didn't realize he was in the Dirty Dozen. Like, like that was so funny to me. But like one of the movies is on my list. Faces. I think he directed that. Yeah, it's on my list. But like I just what a storyteller.
I mean, talk about the way he told the story, man. With that crew, I mean, that was the lady right there, Gina Rollins.
Yeah.
Gina,
and Peter Falk. Like they were collaborators. They lived together. They told story for purpose. Like it's different.
Yeah,
it's fucking different, dog. You look at films now and then, it's very different. It's the way they moved, bro. They told stories in a different fashion.
Yeah, dude, I love the 70s. I think that's my favorite decade of movies, bro. Just so much. Because it was like all about story, raw. Like there was no gimmick. It was just raw humans experiencing things and like
doing things.
You got Dog Day Afternoon. You got freaking Kramer vs. Like you can't go wrong. I don't know, dude. I'll go year.
Are we related?
I think so. I think we're the same.
Are we related?
We're cloned. I think we're cloned.
Come on, man.
Oh god.
Look at us right now. Are we related?
I mean, it's close. The facial hair. Come on.
Yeah, get your beard back, Dave, and we good.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro, it's coming.
I remember I had to watch that in school.
You did?
Shout out Neil Scott, man.
Shout out.
Give me some good movies.
Good teacher in college.
Dude, really good.
See, it's important.
Really good.
Yeah.
Neil Scott.
What's up?
Respect, man.
Respect, bro. You got anything else?
No, I got more questions here, dude.
Let's go, man.
Sorry. I'm not sorry. Man. I'm not.
Sorry in the swear jar. It's a swear jar. Every time you say sorry jar.
Money in the jar.
Yep.
Acting, man. Why? What is it about doing acting that you love so much, dude? If we could boil it down, one thing.
Dude, I just love getting emotionally wrecked. I don't know. Like, wait, no, one thing. I gotta boil it down. To one thing.
One thing, homie. One.
It's like reaching someone else. Like,
maybe.
I can reach
Yeah. Okay.
I can reach them.
Yes. Yeah.
In no way you can't reach someone in any other way like that. That force. When you have a finished product on a screen, or like you're seeing something on a stage. Like there's on a stage. There's nothing else that compares to that.
Yeah.
Reach into someone. You're really reaching with a claw into someone's life.
Yeah.
If their eyes are open, if their hearts and eyes are open.
Yeah, if they're open to
reaching into that. I think just reaching someone.
Yeah. Wow. Great answer.
Yeah, dude. That's it.
Simple, man.
Love it, dude. Love it. Dang. Okay. What are you leaving in 2020, man? What have you left behind? This is the speed round.
Speed it up, bro.
Let's see. What are we leaving? We're leaving. Dude, I learned so much about myself. Let me slow it down. Connor's getting fast here. We gotta slow it down.
It's okay. Take a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. What am I leaving in 2020? I think I'm just leaving expectations. I think because as much as I said I would like
say it again. Say it again.
I gotta leave the expectations. We're leaving them expectations.
Leave them out.
Leaving them.
Come on.
Done.
Open the window and throw them out.
Like you gotta do a thing for yourself. I think in terms of like creating art, because I used to think like when I would make like some other films that were really personal, I'm like, this is gonna affect everyone. And like it's gonna reach people, but you have no control over that at all.
Zero.
If it affects you, it will affect someone.
Yes,
like guarantee
man.
it.
Yes.
Just go deep. Go to your little heart. Go crack that open, and like to put your guts out there, dude. Like that's the best thing, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like
dude.
that's just how it is, dude. Like that's how it is.
Realest podcast in the game right now. And Mikey just yawned on your answer, and look at the difference. Look at the difference.
No, I did a deep breath
to that answer, dude.
It was a happy yawn.
This is messed up. That was a deep breath, bro. That was a deep breath because I felt it. No, I did. Roll the clip.
I'll look over.
Roll the clip.
Roll it back.
Roll it back.
It's like there's the roast to me today, dude. I don't know.
I'm not roasting you. I was playing around.
All right.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Yeah, Mikey, you're fine.
I keep tasting this coffee and it really just keeps getting me mad.
I won't get it again. I'm sorry.
It's all good, dude. You got anything else, man?
Yeah, dude. I got one more. I told you I can't.
Let's hear it, bro. I want to hear it. Come on.
Okay. Two things. Quick things. What are you afraid of? Connor Hough.
Oh God.
What are you afraid of?
I'm afraid of being homeless.
Yeah, that's up there.
Afraid of
yeah.
I'm afraid of not being able to support myself.
Okay.
Of dying alone.
That's another one.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Those are three big ones.
I'm afraid of that too. Dying alone. I don't want to do that. And dying in general. Don't really want to do it.
We've both recently realized we're afraid of dementia.
We're super afraid of dementia, me and Mikey.
Oh my God.
Because homie shared an album.
I don't even know if I want to tell you guys.
Maybe you should.
Maybe.
Do it, and then
should I?
It's their choice. You're giving them the option.
Yeah, okay. I forgot the name of it though.
I got it.
End of the.
I got it. Mikey sent me an album.
Yeah, I watched this YouTube video. I watch YouTube in my spare time, and it was about the title was just like an album that it's called "Everywhere at the End of Time" by The Caretaker, and basically it's
listen at your own risk. Tell me.
Yes, please. If you want to feel depressed one day, don't do it if you're feeling depressed. Do it when
Okay,
you're
yeah.
in sound mind. You want to. Basically, the album's about. It's a 6-hour long album, and it's about the 6 stages of dementia, and basically, it's trying to portray the different stages through sound and music,
sound.
and
Oh my God.
it's like heartbreaking.
fucking
Honestly,
terrible.
man, it's heartbreaking. The guy that made it has dealt with people with dementia, I think with patients and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and has family members with it. And I don't know, man. It made me forget that it was the day it was. Basically, I think it actually did. I thought it was Monday, dude, and it was Sunday. So I think I got a little dementia.
It was
Just
terrifying.
listening to it, man.
It was
It's
terrifying.
really scary.
I mean, it
But-
starts with this gravelly,
it's
this
this,
vinyl sounding
50s,
40s
almost-
ballroom music and an orchestra, light in the background. But you could hear it fading and crackling. And,
Yeah, man.
and then I skipped to the middle of the thing just to see what was going on.
And it just keeps going
And it's fucking
down and down.
sound, disintegrating, sound that's clashing and sound.
Oh.
And by the
It's
end
like
of it,
detaching. It's like detaching from everything. That's
Yeah.
like
Connor, let me
that's
tell you
really
something, bro. I don't even know if you should listen to it for real. It's
Yeah.
tough, man. But
Yeah.
if you're ever, it's interesting, because it made me think through story how to tell story.
yeah.
And you too, right? You were
Yeah,
saying
me too.
thinking of film
And just the idea of how scary it is of dementia. Just forget one day your life just changes where you don't know who you are,
you wake up, you're born,
and
70.
you wake up to your family members being like, "Where are your
You
family?"
know, you don't remember your loved ones.
we
You're
love you,
Who are you? Who are
don't
you?
know who
and
you are.
you're just in this state. Your mind's just it's slowly deteriorating and doesn't even know who you are. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't
man.
like
it's
that, dude. That's
it's super depressing, man.
yeah,
I think
So
I'd rather die.
if you want to have a good day, man, just listen to that.
yeah. Wow.
Yep. So, thanks for sharing the fears, guys.
Yeah.
Um,
Let me tell. You got anything else? I can tell.
for later, before he leaves, I have one thing. But yeah, tell you.
I got one just funny story. Let's bring it up.
Let's bring it up.
Bring it up.
Formosa hot sauce. Go buy. Go buy.
Formosa
Lift
hot
me up.
sauces. Go
Lift
watch. So, Dave, this has to do with you. So I was working at the cafe this weekend.
Oh.
I was working at the cafe this weekend, right?
And people came in. They were like, "Where's Dave at?
No.
Where's Dave? Where's the
So-
tall, handsome guy? Where's he been?"
So yeah, I've been working since I got up at 7 a.m. Working since 8. And it's around 4 o'clock, 3 more hours into the shift. I know I'm just sitting there. I'm walking from the back to the front. The front door is far away. I look, someone comes in. Tall dude. Tall dude. Handsome dude. I know this dude.
I know it.
I know this dude. I know him. It's Dave. It's Dave, dude. I instantly just go
Let's
go. Let's go. And everyone's looking at me.
Oh.
And is like, what?
Oh my God.
And this kid keeps walking and he looks behind him. And I'm still going yeah. And I'm going closer. And I start going yeah. And I'm like, oh. Shit. And I'm like, yo, you're not Dave.
Just a random guy.
Yeah. And he's like, are you talking about me? I'm like, yeah, man.
I'm just psyched
dude.
to hear,
I'm just so fucking hyped up.
Damn.
And I was
Phenomenal.
like, I went to him like, you're not Dave.
Phenomenal. Oh, that's too good. That's
Dude, I was laughing for I couldn't let it down, bro. I was dying, man.
That guy's gonna have a story. That guy's gonna have a story forever. That guy's gonna have a story
Yeah.
forever. now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was like, I just
Like,
wanted to make
that's
you feel good,
amazing.
man. He's like, I should just do that to everyone that comes in.
Yeah.
You're here.
Talk about making someone feel special, man.
Yeah. So
But then you said, "You're not Dave."
yeah. I was like, you're not Dave.
He's like, "That went right down the toilet." Fuck. Embarrassing moments like
my
that.
God.
Yeah, man. It felt
Were
good,
you
though.
okay after it? Were you
Yeah, I was just laughing. I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah. What's a good embarrassing
Look what
moment,
happened.
Connor?
See,
Good.
man?
I mean, it's a beautiful
I was
thing.
so excited that it was going to be.
And that's really nice.
crazy.
You usually come in, you're like, "Oh,"
No, not true.
or you're usually like, "Yeah."
Not true.
It's never like that.
Really?
Never.
Well, next time I will.
Never.
Well, that time I would have.
Yeah. That's really nice, dude. Thank you. Connor, any
Oh,
embarrassing
yes.
stuff happen to you, bro? Embarrassing story. Let's say the second most embarrassing.
When I was a kid, every year in elementary school, I would the first day of school was just so bad. I hated to be in front of my classmates. It was just so weird.
Ugh,
I was just
I
so
hate it,
nervous. It was the most humiliating thing ever.
Yeah.
That's where that's when it starts, when you're just out in front of your friends.
Oh yeah.
Humiliating thing as an adult. wait, oh my gosh, oh my god, this was so weird. Like, it was more like awkward and it was humiliating. But I remember like my senior year of college, I broke my wrist playing basketball. Like a little bone in it too, which is like, and it's like called the scapula or something. So I had like a cast on for the summer of 2013, and I remember I graduated college, and like I was at like a job interview, and like the guy saw my cast on, and he's like, I guess it was like an administrative position or something, and he's like, so how many words per minute can you type? I was like, yeah, like 40 something. He's like, all right, and he gave me the laptop. He turned the laptop on. He's like, "Oh, let me see. I'll do." And then I had a cast on. Dude, it was like the weirdest thing. I'm like this. I'm like, and I remember that I felt like a moron. But then I was like, I laughed so hard about that like a year later, and like I'm gonna turn it into a comedy sketch still because I need to flesh that out. It was like what a jerk to like be like, he didn't even like know, like he wasn't being truthful in the moment. I can't type with a cast on.
Well, you're asking him to type with a cast on, man. Come on.
It's not like I went claiming, oh yeah, I'm a great typist. Like, show me, bro.
Yeah.
It was just fun. It was just like a really odd moment.
You want to know another funny thing I did?
Yeah.
This was literally like, I was like, hey, dude, your boy's getting a tattoo.
Did you get one?
Nope. Nope. And you want to know why?
Why?
Because Mikey called up. He's like, if I call up, then I gotta get it. And if I set an appointment, so I call and I'm like, yeah, I want this, da 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 da. He's like, all right, I'll just call. I'll call you. Call me back in like 10 minutes. And I was like, fuck.
I gotta follow up.
Yeah, I was like, I thought this was gonna be it. I thought this was gonna be it. And I'm like, okay,
yeah,
okay. I'm just gonna get home and let me know. Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So guess what I do?
You didn't call back.
I didn't call back.
No way.
But guess who called?
Who called?
She did. And you know what I did?
He didn't answer.
Didn't answer.
Oh.
And I just sat there like,
wow.
I thought it was gonna be it, dude.
What a ride that was.
Dude.
Oh my god.
You're. What do you think that was? Why didn't you answer?
I don't know, man.
You know
what I thought about it? I'm like, because I want a tattoo. You know what I mean? Like, I always wanted one, but I was always like, do I really want one? And I was like, yeah, dude. Because, like, even if like I regret it, it's still like that was a phase in my life. You know?
And Bieber's got him.
And that was my thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know why. I just like still I could not follow through.
You will when you want. Maybe when you really want to, you will. It doesn't have to be a rush. You made it a thing. You were like on the podcast. You're like, gotta do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you have to do it? Do you? I think you're psyched up right now. I think we're having a good conversation. But I don't think you got to get a tattoo from it. Matthew Brent's an inspiring dude. You have to get a tattoo right now?
Yeah, I think a tattoo is such a permanent thing. So when you feel like any chance of like wanting to do it, you're like, that's it. I'm gotta do it or else I'll never do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I can't do it.
If she didn't say follow up, show up right now, I probably would have done it.
I can't commit to it.
But 10 minutes of like waiting.
Yeah, exactly.
And thinking about it.
I can't commit because
dude, I was like, no. Why'd you do that to me?
I just feel like a tattoo is like a permanent fashion style that I can never get out of. That's the only reason why.
Can't change that shit.
I would love a tattoo. I would love a
Me
tattoo.
too, man.
Back tattoo, man. Like, I just can't.
Dude, face?
And even just,
are you kidding? If I could fucking take it off, I'd be rocking crazy shit.
Wow, dude.
Crazy shit.
Dude.
All type of shit.
I saw like a neck tattoo. It has like dotted lines, like, I don't know. It was like really dark here, like cut here. Or something. Like, oh, I don't know. That's funny to me. That's really dark.
Tough ass.
I'm not that dark though. That's funny.
Yeah, man. I'd rock some crazy shit if I could take it off.
Yeah.
I can't.
No. You know, I would get the word tattoo. That was it. I would get that because that's,
dude.
I'm an idiot, and that's what I think would be funny. I don't know.
Just get the fucking apple symbol on my neck, dude. Just for no reason. You know, just into it.
Just gonna get a pizza slice on my chest.
Yeah, man. I'll get a dragon on my throat, dude.
That'd be cool.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would.
Imagine me right now, dude, just fucking having this conversation with a dragon on my throat and having no reason. There's no reason.
I think you were pretty cool.
It would not be fucking cool,
I think
man.
you were pretty cool.
I would look insane. I would look nuts.
You would look badass. No, Mike, I think like you said too, though, like, it would be cool because like you could be like, oh, that was a part of my life. It could be like an instant like,
it's just like a phase of my life.
It could be that. Yeah. That's what the best
And you
tattoos
wake up
are,
like,
in my opinion, dude. Little reminders.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
I think it's got to be like I walk in. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
I got to walk in
place,
and hey,
right circumstance.
do it. You know?
That confident.
One day I'll just walk in with a
Oh my
tattoo.
God.
Again, that's going to
It's gonna be like that. I know it will be.
That's funny. Oh my god.
I know it will be. You
right,
you
boys.
should get that. You were here, podcast.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Last question, we're calling it. Last question.
Yeah.
You just got. I just saw you were cast in a film, upcoming film, right?
Oh.
It's crowdfunding right now. All that.
What?
Yeah.
So what's the deal
Yeah,
with that,
well-
man? Where are we at? What's the film? What are we doing?
Yeah, it's a cool little film. It's like a sci-fi kind of action film.
All right.
I auditioned for the lead, and then I got a supporting part because like I just sometimes you're just not right for it. And
Yeah.
it's a really interesting story about like a corporation and how like they give employees everything that I don't know if I should be saying anything like about it. I don't know, but like it's an independent film. It's a lot about, I guess the premise I boiled it down to is like taking risks that you truly believe in will lead to your freedom.
Ooh,
and I think it's like a cool
man. Okay.
It's a cool thing about letting work define you and like saving some work for tomorrow. Yeah, so it's cool and it's like it's more. I'm not.
Yeah, congrats, bro.
Let's everyone clap it up for Connor, man. He just boiled down a premise of a story right there, dude. That's fucking work right there, homie. Good for you, man.
I think that. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, dude, like I said, dude, Playhouse, analyze
Professional.
play. Like,
Professional, dude.
It's a secret. It's a secret. It's so easy.
Come on.
You just boil it down, and you find out what your spine is.
Who's messing with us? I'm just kidding.
We're
I'm
here.
sorry.
We're
I'm
not
sorry,
leaving.
man. I'm just teasing.
Yeah, dude.
Everyone go do it. But that's awesome, man.
Like that. Yeah. But no, that's what I was thinking too about the casting director thing. Like the advice to get better, like read plays, watch films, go make film. Like that's how you get anywhere, I think.
Yeah, I agree, man.
I mean, I don't know. That's how I've gotten. I've scraped for everything I have. So
Yeah, same, dude.
dude, like everything I have.
Scrapping, baby. Anything else for Connor, bro?
No, I think I'm good, man. We had a great fucking conversation.
This has
today,
been
man.
What a talk.
man.
What a good fucking time.
Thank you, dude. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you guys. I feel energized. I feel even more energized than
There we
I
go,
did.
man.
Yes,
That's what we're
that
trying to
means
do.
we did it right. That means we did it
I
right.
love it.
You sucked the energy out of me, dude. I'm freaking tired.
Yeah. See?
Monday, dude. Come on. I'm working. I'm working here.
I'm working here.
I'm a working staff.
I'm working stiff. 9 to 5 all day, every day.
How you,
Poem. We're gonna end with the poem.
I know
I
we
want to
told,
clap for you guys.
Hey, Connor, thank you,
Thank
dude.
you guys.
That's very
Seriously,
nice, of
like-
you, man. Thank you.
You guys are making something that's gonna last. It literally is gonna last forever. Like it's just
Dude.
amazing.
And you're welcome
Really
back
is.
anytime, bro. You're in the tribe, you know. And thanks for being so supportive of us. Thank you for always being so nice about the filming, about Rose Garden. That's really nice of you,
Yeah,
dude. I
man.
always
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Had to when he reaches me. I had to reach out.
Yeah,
I love that.
you're just a very, very big-hearted dude, man. And I respect you a ton, man. And I think you're very talented as
Yes.
well.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, dude.
Both you guys, Mike and Dave. You guys are great. Love you guys.
I love you, man.
Love you, bro. Can we just say real quick what happened
What?
before we get into the poem? Like how it came about? No, we won't. Okay.
Why?
Just talk about the poem. Just talk
It
about
doesn't
the poem. That's
matter.
fine. I mean, everything matters in life, Mike, but the poem's beautiful. So share the poem.
All right. So the poem I got is, I went through my little intervention. We didn't really talk about it that much on the podcast.
We did it.
I mean, not like the aftermath. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We should have a solo.
We'll
dude.
have I think we should have a solo catch up kind of thing.
yeah.
We'll talk about stuff. But I was feeling down about how I've been very closed off recently in the past couple of years of life, and like I'm getting more open, and like how I feel like when I'm on the podcast and I'm meeting these people, I feel like I'm a different person than I am in real life. I feel like I've been fake sometimes when I'm alone with myself out in the world, and I'm not treating every interaction truthfully and living it as Michael. You know what I mean? So I think I've been getting better
like
at
an
that.
avatar. Of
Yeah,
Michael.
yeah, and just realizing that helped me a lot. And talking to Dave, talking to Evan,
Shout out.
and I don't know. I feel like, and like after that talk we had, I remember I went to work the next day, and I was like, I'm just gonna I feel good. You know what I mean? I felt good. I'm just gonna get out there. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm just gonna, I want to talk to people. I want to, so I felt like I was myself again.
Yeah, yeah.
I like felt very energized and just open to conversation, to talking, to, getting more than can I take your fucking order, or hello, or how's it going? Good, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So just like going that extra step. And I like everything just started happening. You know what I mean? Like I was having great conversations with people. I was reading this, and some girl was like, "Oh my God, I love this. I love this book. Well, what's your favorite poem?" And or like, I don't know, she's asked about the book. And I was like, "Oh, what's your favorite poem?" Like from Bukowski, it's Charles Bukowski. And she was like, "I'll come with one next time."
Yeah.
And that just felt so good. You know what I mean? Like this, the growth of like just one day. You know what I mean?
You know
so many things. Like next week, I'm going to get a fucking poem from someone.
Man. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
If you didn't express yourself, dude, never happens. You never experience it.
Yeah, I'd be sulking in my fucking coffee over there.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So yeah, this poem is brought to you by that person. The Laughing Heart by Charles Bukowski. Your life is your life. Don't let it be clubbed into dank submission. Beyond the watch, there are ways out. There is a light somewhere. It may not be much light, but it beats the darkness. Beyond the watch, the gods will offer you chances. Know them. Take them. You can't beat death, but you can beat death in life sometimes. And the more often you learn to do it, the more light there will be. Your life is your life. Know it while you have it. You are marvelous. The gods wait to delight in you.
Yes. Thank you, Charles Bukowski. Thank you, you beautiful woman who walked in there and shared that poem with my handsome friend Michael.
Touched my heart.
Gosh, man. We're all here together, man.
Connor Hough.
Hey, we're all here together.
114, bro.
We got to take care of one another like that more often, dude. Thank you for sharing that. 114, baby.
Episode 114, man. Connor, you got anything? Shout it all out, man.
Shout out, drop anything you like, dude.
Anything,
it's your moment.
Anything you want to say? Anything? Last words,
dude. I'm like every word I know. I don't know any more words. Oh man. Yeah, I'm just feeling great. I feel great. I don't know, I guess maybe I'll talk about the poem. You know, with that light. It's easy to be negative. It's so much harder to be positive, to look for the little positive things every day. But that it has such a big effect.
Yeah.
And like Lisa, open up to somebody, like what a great thing that is, that you receive something in return. And you just got to fight for those little positive moments. Just fight for it hard, but they're there. That's what I'm leaving with.
Yeah, beautiful, dude. Know your life while you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Know it.
Episode 114, man.
Hey,
come on,
baby.
Come on. Connor Huff, thank you so much for coming in, man. And this won't be the last time. You're going to come back after you have that, we'll talk about it after you're done with
the film?
That film, man.
Come on back, baby.
Come on back. We love you, brother. Down in the description, go follow Connor. All right, episode 114, man. And this is it. I'm sad that it's over.
It's one of those.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys gotta leave. You know what I mean? That's life.
Yeah.
You know where to find a podcast. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube with the video, Anchor.fm, www.yourhearpodcast.co. We cannot afford DM. My name is Mike, and I'm signing out.
My name is Dave. I love you all. Take care of one another, please.
Bye.
There we go.
Bye.